Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a new Tesla update video. So as usual, today we'll go over the stock market, see what happened, of course, with Tesla, SPY, QQQ, all that good stuff, and see what it means and what we can expect moving on into the rest of the week. So Tesla ending the day up a nice 4.63%, ending the day at $801.89. So as predicted yesterday, today was a green day. Again, it was a good move, but I've said for the 20th time, don't get too hypey or excited or, bullish, if you will, just yet. It's a good day, it's a good push, but again, this could easily just be a simple dead cat bounce after this massive fall that we had here. So unless we essentially make a higher high followed by a higher low, like an overall higher high, like on the, more macro kind of, sense, if you will. I wouldn't flip bullish, not at least medium term, if aka like maybe a couple months, or something like that. Short term, you can be a little bit bullish, but I mean like literally short term, like literally a day. But anyway, so let's go over what does it mean, what can we expect going into tomorrow? So tomorrow at 2 p.m. Well, today they have the FOMC meeting. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. we get the results of essentially what they discussed. Most likely going to be rate hikes and of course all that stuff. People are expecting a fairly hawkish Jerome Powell. But the fact that they're expecting it means that if he actually is as hawkish as they expect, then that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. We'll see how the market reacts to that. But tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern will be a big day, or catalyst, I guess. That can determine how the market is going to be moving. Whether we're breaking out and finally going into some bullish momentum, or we're still essentially in this bearish momentum, right? As of right now, we're still very much in the bearish momentum. Even after today, with the decent moves, of course, I would still say we're definitely still in downtrending trajectory, I guess, if you want to say it like that or put it that way. So essentially what I'm looking at right now, guys, is we did end above 800, which I did say I want to see. So that's a good sign. Barely above 800. That's the thing. So it's a little shaky. We're essentially standing on thin ice, in my opinion, still, in order to keep this momentum going. Now, best case scenario, as I see, and as I'm sure you can see on the screen right here, the purple line, that is currently what I think is the realistic best case scenario. So AKA tomorrow, between tomorrow and Friday, I really don't expect to go much higher than like 825, 830, something like that. Tomorrow, I think like realistic best case scenario is like 825 to 830. And then by the end of the week, which will be the 18th, I think the best case scenario is around like 815 to 820. Like I really don't see us going up much higher than that. If we do, then that's actually a really good thing, but I just don't think it'll happen just yet, unless Jerome Powell does something crazy, in a good way, of course. So essentially what I'm seeing is until we break out, and this is what I said yesterday, guys, until we break out of this purple downtrend that we're currently in, I don't want to flip bullish, and I just don't really see a reason to flip bullish. You can also draw a nice little line like this, probably something like this, and we can attach the lines together like this. All right, we'll make this one purple as well. Oops, I don't want to lock it. Is it this color? Yeah, I think it was this one. I think I made the line a little thicker. Make it a little bit thicker. There we go, something like that. Okay, the color's not the same. Let's make the color the same so I don't have like PTSD or something like that. I think it's this one. All right, whatever, good enough. All right, so we're essentially in this channel right now, and you can see it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And there's the chance that there's a chance that the end of this week it breaks out, or the 18th will be then Monday, Tuesday. I would say the very latest, maybe next week, Wednesday or Thursday, is when this fully plays out. Possibly this week, possibly next week. But essentially, we're just trading in this channel, right? So until we break out of this channel, one way or the other, we're not really going to have an idea as to where we're going to go just yet. If I had to take a guess, if I had to take a wild guess, I think this is going to be a bearish move downwards once we break out to the downside. That's my guess. Is it going to be right or wrong? I don't know, of course. But if I had to take a guess, I would say it's about a 70%, 65 to 70% chance that I do think we break to the downside, which in that case, by like, let's say sometime next week, if we essentially ever break below like 780-ish next week, assuming we don't do that this week, of course, or of course break above it. So if next week, if we ever break below around 780 or break above around like 810, those are the two kind of areas that you want to be looking at to determine if we're going to be flipping bullish or bearish, moving on into the next like movement, if you will, that the stock will do, of course, right? So look for that. For this week, I would take a look at around like 825 to 830. If we break above that, I would say like 825-ish, give or take, for break above that for like a bullish momentum play. Or on the flip side, anything below like man, at this rate, honestly, like 765, especially 760 at this rate. If we fall below 760 now, that's going to be looking a little bit bad, because if we fall below 760 now, that means we broke downwards from this upward channel that we're in, like this kind of mini upward channel on the bottom part of it. And then that's going to probably make us fall down to like at least 700. Like I would easily see like easily 720 to 730, like very high chance, but wouldn't be shocked to see maybe another tap of the 700 level one more time if we fall to the southwards, of course, to the bottom side, to the bearish side, out of this little, you know, wedge, if you will, that we're in, because it is essentially a bearish wedge, right? If you look at it like on the, you know, greatest time frame over here, you can see kind of broke down, and now we're forming this like bearish wedge sort of, right? So just something to keep in mind, guys. Just something to keep in mind. That's essentially what I'm currently seeing. So that's what I will be looking at throughout this week, and probably like sometime, you know, early to mid next week is what I'm going to be personally paying attention to. And up until then, I fully expect us to just simply trade within this channel. You know, just kind of bouncing up and down from this. Wouldn't be surprised if we just, instead of coming up here to retest like 820, I wouldn't be surprised if we come down here to kind of retest like 770 quickly again, and then maybe bounce up, go up to like maybe like 810 over here, maybe break, maybe not. But if we don't break, right? So okay, if that happens, if we come down, retest 770, let's say right around here, maybe tomorrow or the day after, or something like that, hopefully, you know, hold it, break back upwards, retest like 805 to 810 here, probably fail, and then fall back down. That's a very big possibility, but that's the kind of move I want you guys to be paying attention to and kind of looking at and, you know, expecting. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing. So until something like that is confirmed, we're going to be pretty much ping-ponging up and down in this little channel until it gets tighter and tighter and tighter, until it's pretty much going to be exploding in one of the directions. And by then we'll see, of course, which one it is. But, you know, it'll give you guys a pretty good idea, I'm sure. So same thing, kind of, well, I mean, the indices are looking a little bit different. The indices are already double bottomed, right? So where Tesla went to 700, the indices already retested that level right here. So you can see, boom, boom, 3 times actually on the QQQ, 1, 2, 3. So triple bottom on the QQQ, which is pretty good. The fact that we're, you know, holding this general, like kind of, you know, 318 to like 320-ish level, that general level, the 317 to 320 level, a lot of demand in that area, of course. So as long as we hold that, it's looking good. If we ever break like 317, 318, 317, something like that, that's not good. We're probably gonna fall pretty substantially if that happens. So you want to very much hope that that does not break, because that could be really bad. So like I said, you know, we kind of fell down, made this bear flag, fell back down from it again, did a double bottom, or I guess triple bottom, if you will. It's more of a double bottom than a triple bottom. I wouldn't really call this. It's a little bit higher. But regardless, like, you know, double, triple bottom, whatever, same thing, honestly, over for the most part. And then we bounce back up, which is a nice bounce here. But again, could easily be a bull trap. So, you know, I would take these kind of moves with caution. Until you see it run up, come down, and like, you know, in like an overall bigger move, like a more of a macro move, like I said, a 4 hour, right? Until you see it like get a nice rally and then come down and then, you know, start setting higher lows consistently, I wouldn't feel bullish just yet. So you want to see like a confirmation, if you will. Similar concept here over on the SPY, right? You know, we had the lows over here when the invasion started, I believe, or was that before? No, this was the invasion right here. All right, so we had this low here, and then we kind of tested the, you know, almost the same bottom over here around this 415 level. So essentially, as long as 415 holds, I think we're fine. If 415 breaks, we're easily touching 410, and if 410 breaks, we're probably dropping to like 400 to 370, something like that. So essentially, I wouldn't be surprised if the SPY, you know, potentially has another, you know, maybe a bull trap, you know, can maybe run up tomorrow or something like that to like 429-ish, and then probably get rejected, and then probably look to fall down. And then I think we'll see from there, maybe look for the gap fill over here, because it does have a gap to fill over here at like 417-ish. So that's something that you want to pay attention to as well. But that's essentially what I'm seeing right now, guys. You know, again, the fact that the indices are moving like 3% up and down daily, apparently is, from what I hear, again, I don't have personally, you know, experiencing this often. But from what I hear, people say that, you know, if the indices are moving like 3 to 4% almost daily up and down, that's usually a sign of a bear market, and we are essentially in the bear market / like literally on thin ice of a bear market. So it's pretty spooky stuff, guys. But, you know, I wouldn't be too scared. Again, you know, just this is in my opinion, not financial advice, the time to be concentrating your positions on your highest conviction stocks. You don't want to be holding stocks that you don't really know much about, that you don't have any conviction in, that you're scared when you see them go down. Like if a stock that you hold, when it goes down and you get scared, you probably shouldn't be holding that stock, especially in this kind of market. Like, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. You're probably not holding the right stock. Do I get scared when Tesla goes down? Do I get scared when Tesla hits 760? Do I get scared when it hits 700? No. I mean, yeah, I'm not happy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here excited necessarily. you know, it still hurts, of course, and, you know, natural human emotion, like, you know, it sucks, of course it sucks. Obviously I'd rather see it at 2,000 than 700 naturally, right? And that's a lot of money for me, and Tesla's doing well. It's a win-win. But I'm not gonna get like scared. I'm not gonna think about selling necessarily, unless something crazy, some crazy catalyst happens. You know, you want to, you know, be kind of, you know, cool, calm, all that kind of stuff. You know, get ready to buy the dip, especially if you're, you know, holding stocks that you're, you know, the companies that you really like and love, and, you know, have a successful, you know, business, and will have a successful future, all that stuff. So you want to make sure you guys, you know, you're concentrating on like your highest conviction stocks, your highest conviction, like just you cannot get scared when the stocks go down to this kind of market, because it will go down. It will go down a lot, and it will go up a lot, and it will keep doing that over and over and over. So you got to make sure you're holding something you're comfortable with. But other than that, that's essentially what I'm seeing. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.